the Out There channel.
Please sub and share.
Ooh.
Searching for the truth. UFOs, aliens, greys and ufology. Real images, real stories, real videos, real cases, researched and investigated by professionals in the field and cutting-edge discoveries. Multiple witnesses, abduction accounts brought to you by Team The Out There channel. Good to be back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Action.
Well, it was a rough one. Rough start. I did some software updates on browsers and screwed up a few things. But hopefully it's fixed. What's that called? Jitsi. The Jitsi Jet program. Chatty Tech program. What's it called? Jitsi Meet. It's a peer-to-peer. No man in the middle. Works on everything. But I've done some updates to it. And it put that name, if you scale it right down, right over people's faces. So I've got rid of that with a hack. Browser hack. But yeah, Minicam somehow screwed up. I'm not sure what happened there. So lucky enough, got the presets and reloaded it again. It's getting better. They allowed you to back up stuff. Yeah, so anyone out there? Just minimize that. Everything working alright still. Looks like Google's happy with the new browser. So let's hope it stays like that. I mean, yeah, YouTube Studio, whatever it's called. With the latest build of Brave. We got Blue Chicken. He's still up. Mind you, it's a bit earlier for you guys. It's about 9 or 10 o'clock, isn't it? In Australia. It's getting on to witching hour here, over midnight. It's time we finish, it'll be 3 in the morning. Okay, let's see. Got to get my head straightened. Yeah, I was trying to troubleshoot and get everything running again. Yeah, I'm not normally up late. I fell asleep after a late night dinner and I feel okay, so I thought I'd do a live show because I won't be able to sleep yet. Normally I watch TV shows and catch up with stuff and relax a bit. Yeah. So let's post up the side to see if that works. So like I said, there's been a few adjustments here, so it could go wrong. The CPU seemed to be peaking more, though I've noticed since we've done the browser updates. Generally it's not a good idea to do updates. Is that working? Yep, that's good. So we're doing Secureteam and third phase, and who else needs to be looked at. Yeah, I better post up the other link too. I've been pretty crook most of the week. What's new, they say. Yeah, it was really crook. And I had this like assist keep growing underneath my arm, and it just filled up with fluid, and it was about 5 inches all round. I thought my arm was going to fall off. So in the end, I lanced it, self-doctorate, and it feels okay at the moment. I think it's gradually oozing out. Don't tell me what it is, but doctor doesn't even know. I don't even know if it's related to aliens, actually. It could be. It could be related to even the double vaccine. This article come out today said Kiwis are 7 times more sick than they were before COVID in 2019. How about that? So I don't know how true that is, where the stats come from, but I believe it. All of us here that's had the double vax aren't our normal selves anymore. Some people seem to be okay with it, though. Some seem to say they're stronger. Robert, it's good to see you, man. Didn't expect you. I thought you were always too busy, or something wrong. Bad back, was it? Can't remember now. Haven't seen you for a while, mate. Yeah, have you seen any of my past episodes lately, Robert? The latest hoo-ha is Calvine case. And I was looking at it on my live stream, and then it sort of come to me that I could see what looked like a F-14 banking. And I thought, that what it could be. The Calvine could be a hoax where they photographed combat training. You know how they do in Top Gun, where they fly at each other and pass by? Well, that's what it looks like, and that's where you get the triangle shape from, a diamond shape from. I didn't even have the perfect images, and it seemed to line up pretty good if you're not seeing the last live show. But no one's watching it, so everybody's bringing up all these strange theories that it's a rock in a lake and a reflection of a Harrier jet in the water. And what's the other stuff? Some reckon it's just a total model, like a Maya model. But yeah, for a long time I thought that was pretty good photograph. But now I have my doubts about it after doing the comparison of two F-14s flying past. It wouldn't even be a perfect diamond. It would be slightly overlap. But yeah, it's interesting. Says what? Dodgy. Yeah, that's what I thought about it. I thought, hang on, the two guys had disappeared, didn't they? And I thought, well, maybe they were filming a display of jets, and they managed to snap off a few where they passed each other a couple of times, and it made the diamond shape. So that could be the reason why it's still under, what do you call it, classification, because those pilots might have been related to some special unit from USA, right? Because in 1990s, that's when the F-14s were about, so was fairly a new plane, I think, for UK back then. So they might have had some US people over here training the UK guys. It makes sense why they might still be alive. So what age would they be? They would have been like in their 20s, wouldn't they? 50 back in 1990. So what's it now? 22. What's that? Another 30 years on. So that means they might be in their 50s now. So another 50 years, they would certainly be dead, wouldn't they? So that makes sense with the timelines here as well. but I might be wrong. But that's the best thing I come up with so far. Yeah, it's just like it's popped into my head and I could visually see it, and you can see look like one of them had like a black cone on the front of the nose, the other one didn't have. They might not be identical jets, of course, and they look like they had some of that brown grey camo that they have on to blend in with the ground. It might even be practice for a secret mission. It might be all sorts of things like that for the fly over Middle East or something. A bit like the latest Top Gun movie, which was quite good. I actually quite enjoyed it. I'm not sure if you've seen it yet. I thought it was one of the better ones. Anyway, better get on. So yeah, just go the normal rounds here. Do you want to come and talk? I'm not sure. I could set it up for you if you want to. Why were they using black and white film? I think it's actually colour. See, again, that photograph's a wee bit dodgy, right? The guy found it in the drawer, didn't he? So, I think it's colour. It's just faded myself. Because it had some browns in it, right? I mean, we know black and whites do go a bit browny as the chemicals corrode, right? I'm not really a film expert, though. I'm more on digital and also pattern matching. That's where my brain works the best. Oh, you off to bed? And what's the time? I thought I'm the one that should be going to bed. Okay, I'll see you on Discord sometime. I have to try and get John back on too. He had a heart attack, remember? And I've heard from him once in Discord on text, but we never got to talk on voice. No, definitely black and white film. They had the negatives today. Well, that would make it even more disguised, though, wouldn't it? In that case. So it looked like it had some browns in it, though. But that could be aging, right? I never found any information about negatives, so I thought it was a photo in the drawer. So that's no information there. Now that's why we need you on to fill in the gaps. I haven't managed to do full research on that. I tried to get that, not David Clark, but the other guy, and he ended up blocking me for some reason. But the whole thing is really suspect anyway. And I think the military knew what it was, and it was some sort of compact training, and like I say, they can't release it. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be more correct than anybody else, especially Nick Pope. Nick Pope hasn't got a clue, I don't think, what he's looking at. Right, had the negatives, so it'd be interesting to see what those other images. I said I couldn't say 100%, but that's my best theory so far. That it was hoax, but it's actually all legit photograph. So yeah, until we see the other information, which we won't, I'll be dead. We can't debunk it 100%, but it'd be interesting if people are around after I've gone and they look at my analysis and say, "Damn, he was dead on." that would be would have been a good pat in the back. But anyway, I'll catch you up later then. So let's have a look at Secureteam. Oh, what happened there? Lately I've just been banging my mouse on things, and it's been triggering things that are not meant to happen. I need to get some tape and bolt down something here that's moving around. It's in the post. Yeah, 5 other photographs, but yeah. We don't know what's in them though, do we? They haven't leaked them to the web, have they? That's the problem, you see. That would probably give us more clues. Either fizzle our debunks will fizzle out, or we'll confirm it to actually be something more mysterious, like one of those stealth blimps that they recently talked about from Lockheed Martin. But I don't remember seeing that design. Most of them are V-shape. But it's possible. It could have been like an early design in the 1990s, or a new design I should say. It may have lost its cloaking. So it's part of on the list though, anyway. Always on the list of things, and you juggle it around when more information comes around. For at the moment, 2 F-14s passing by, or maybe some secret planes that also have that swept wing design, which is again maybe why they classified it. So there'd be something about it. You'd think Nick Pope would know that though. If he had full access, he could have read up on what the final report was. So he's just a BSer, isn't he? What's his name? Phil, was it? Phil? What's the other? No, what's his name? One of his hardened critics. Not Randall, but the other guy. Mantel, was it? Phil Mantel. I think he exposed Nick Pope lately as well. Anyway, better carry on. Kicking off the show. And look at some new stuff. That's the wrong guys, but we're going to come back to them probably. Okay, so he's put out this one here, which we'll go over it together now. Live debunk, live analysis, and see if we can debunk everything he's saying. Because it's bound to be BS, isn't it? So we'll just check the volume levels. Everything's going alright since I've done the updates anyway. How loud is that? That might be loud enough, I think. Oh, he's got music that will send me off to sleep. That's the kind of music I do. Synthesizer stuff. Yeah. And that's the music that wakes you up and blows your brain out your ears. Could do without that.
Through it or you have my sympathies. This stuff is no joke. So today's video, we're not going to do a whole lot of talking. We got UFO sighting footage captured down here on Earth, strange or anomalous structures on our moon, and
okay, I'll just open it up a wee bit more here.
A lot of cool stuff I want to show you guys and get your opinions on.
Okay, so he's been mucking around with the AI program. Apparently you can feed it things and it will generate art based on your keywords. I think somehow it searches the internet for various images through Google, and then it sort of works out a final image. I suppose that's meant to be alien grey, but it looks like it's a mix of that Predator and alien grey, right? So I wonder what keywords he used. So he thinks it's really cool at the moment. I'm not sure what the link to it is. I know it was mentioned to me a good month before from my mate here in New Zealand, Blair, but I haven't found any online things. So obviously someone sent it to Secureteam, right? So yeah, if you know what the link is to generate that, post it on my Discord, because I'll have a look at it, because it looks like a bit of fun actually.
On today. So this first piece of UFO video was captured above what I was told is Uruguay, and there is a female speaking, and if any of you guys can give me a
Okay, so he hasn't translated the language, but it looks like a white or 2 dots in the sky there, right? So I assume that's what we're going to focus on. You can see it's not the highest quality video. You can see it's a bit out of focus. So where is the focus point? It's probably something closer to the person.
Basic rundown of what she's saying, then kudos, you can do that down in the comments. I don't know if she sees this because I don't know exactly what she's saying, but she seems to be recording this beautiful building or chapel or whatever it is, and in the distance...
Okay, you can see why it's out of focus. It's a fair distance away. So where is the focal point? It looks like it might be clearer here. So we obviously... something even more closer. Right, here's a bush. I bet the autofocusing is going on that bush there. Still out of frame though.
We see what we can only describe, because of the resolution, is a white orb. It sort of looks more oval shaped than a perfect circle. Basically just sitting in the sky. It may be slightly moving downwards, and it looks as if it's being hit by the sun. It doesn't look like it's emanating the light, because...
Okay, so could it simply be a weather balloon, but doesn't fit the shape? Could it be some other type of balloon? Sure could. Milo balloon.
We can see some shadow around it, as well as a hot spot right as the sun is hitting it.
Hey,
and what's
TV
so crazy about
Spirit,
this footage is what you are seeing here. What looks like a bird, potentially or possibly, flies near the object.
Help us
It
solve these
seemingly
ones.
no clips or glitches
What do you reckon it
out of
is?
this
A
dimension
balloon?
in an instant.
Let's see.
Una lucecita, ahí está un poco más grande, pero en realidad eso se movió de costado.
I suppose we haven't got a translator still, have we?
Ahí viene bajando, a ver si no sé si se logra ver. Y no sé qué es como algo que está volando ahí con una punta
Okay,
blanca.
so he's showing the full video now. So what's it focused on here? So it's not even going to be that tree. It's going to be something even closer to her. Still looks blurry, but yeah, something I can't see it now. That white thing.
Pero no logro ver exacto qué es. Pero obviamente que tiene como un movimiento muy extraño. Ahí está bajando.
Amazing artwork in that building, though, isn't it? Could you imagine how they built that in the older days? Romans, is it?
Ahí lo ven cómo se mueve. Ahí se quedó quieto.
Okay.
Yo no sé si se logra ver en el video, espero que sí. Ahí, a ver si
now it's showing.
ahí algo se ve. Ahí algo se ve.
Let's cut off the top of the frame.
Ahí está bajando.
Okay, we can see
Baja y ahora se desapareció.
see it looks like it's moving, but she ain't getting in frame.
Here you're seeing some zoomed in and, colored, enhanced versions and shots of this thing. But this is pretty amazing to me. It would be one thing if we had, simply a UFO sort of just hovering in the day.
Now, is that a UFO, or could that be just simply a balloon bursting? Because it looked like it went slowly down in size and then disappeared, right? And once it gets to a certain pixel ratio, then the camera doesn't see it anymore. The thing is, it didn't seem to have some sort of weather anomaly happen where it creates a circle, which they call portals. So yeah, it's quite a strange one. So yeah, possible UFO / balloon at the moment. That building looks like a spaceship. Oh yeah, it does too. Welcome, One Life Mate. How's it going? Whereabouts were you again? Were you in Australia as well? We get a few Australians here now. Where's all the New Zealanders? Where's all the Kiwis? I want to know. Hey Shogun, how's it going? All the long hardcore out there channel fans are showing up, eh? Okay, so let's try and suss this one out. How come no other UFO channel is showing it, which is a bit suspect? So why did Secureteam manage to get his hands on it?
Daytime sky, but this thing interacts with what appears to me to be a bird flying vertically or...
Okay, that does kind of look like a bird, but why is it sort of jumping though? It's not going smooth, so is he slowing it down or something?
Or possibly horizontally, or it could just simply be another UFO altogether, but all I see is a...
Or it could be another small balloon that's moving so fast that the phone's not picking it up, maybe? Some crappy phone?
a smaller white looking object blasting up towards this UFO, or to where it passes by the UFO. And the UFO, it doesn't fly away, it doesn't jet away, it literally vanishes in an instant, in the blink of an eye, in a millisecond. And we're talking about an object potentially built by a civilization millions of years ahead of the curve than us, and you factor in anti-gravity.
So why is she not keeping it in frame? It's like she's not seeing it though, you know what I mean? If you're filming a UFO, you'd have that smack in the middle, wouldn't you?
Quantum physics, and these...
I think she's filming the building and she hasn't noticed these objects in the sky.
things have been seen appearing, not only disappearing like you're seeing in the footage here, but reappearing.
Now that can happen if a bird turns, right? So if it's sort of gliding with the sun reflecting off the double wings, and then it sort of dives or turns around and it's a different angle, it can seem to disappear. It does look like it's got a head and a body though, doesn't it? It looks like it's two bits.
Right back into the...
So if we zoom in, because he's not doing a really good job. So could that be a bird, seagull that's sort of flying down?
Sky.
And then, why would it disappear so fast? Maybe she's got some strange frame rate, or someone's modified it. It doesn't sort of make any sense to me.
Essentially out of nothing, as...
I think we need to see the original video, because we don't know what's been mucked around with.
As if they are jumping dimensions. They are jumping in and then jumping out.
It does look like how a balloon would disappear if it popped, though.
Out in the blink of an eye, it's gone, as you're seeing here. So I thought this was pretty awesome footage. Again,
Yeah, it kind of looks like it shrunk down and disappeared.
above Uruguay. So tell me what you guys think down below. Pretty crazy stuff. Scientists have already stated and are in agreement that there are at least, I think it's like...
Yeah, it could still be CGI, couldn't it? What do you think on that one? That's probably one of the better ones he's put up for a while, actually. There was a white dot here still. See that there? A little white dot.
It's like 12.
And that disappears too. Kind of weird. Probably turn out to be those German brothers at it again, you know, the CGI artists. So we need to really find the source of that one. I suppose he hasn't given it to us. Let's see, what does it say? No. Can't. Moon crater. Oh right, we've got moon crater, ocean objects. So we've got to come up to those ones yet. What else we got? That's it. Yep, that's it. Wonder if we can somehow find the source of that one. Where he plays it fully. So maybe you can take that and snap it. Okay, let's see if it can work. Where's my thing gone? There, disappears for some reason. Select area. Probably give many images of that though, won't it? That's probably a very common thing that tourists film. Okay.
Bajando, a ver si no sé si se logra ver.
Oh, it's gone on the other screen. Hang on. Okay, let's shrink that back down. So there's our snap. It's not looking too bad. So yeah, we need to drag that into Google search. Google. How do we clear that again? This is something new. What's this come up? Show all. What's that? How do we get rid of that shit on the bottom? That's new to. It's normally a cross, isn't it? Show all. Alright, there must have been a cross there. Just can't see it. Really bad colour scheme, isn't it? There's always problems. Must be the dark theme or something, is it? Anyway, yeah, we want to search images. Oh, far out. I suppose, well, we've done that. Does that work? Because it never used to. Oh, did it crash? Yeah, let's see if it works. No internet connection. No, it doesn't work still. They haven't fixed that still. Let's be Google. Images. Upload a file. Might have to choose a different color thing for Google. How do we change that? That's a good question. I never even thought about checking that. See, now we can see that, okay. Dark thing. God knows. Drag and drop, upload file, or let's carry on. Have to research that another time. Unless people out there know. Alright, we're going back to white again. Alright, it's given, like I said, various pictures of the same building. Pablicio. Whereabouts is that? Uruguay. There we go. Right, so that's South America. So that's known as a balloon capital, isn't it? Balloon UFOs. But I don't think our video's in this. All different angles. Yeah, it's going to be so generic, isn't it? Did you find? No. Let's see. Isn't there a way to get it on the other one? Google Images. That normally is a bit better. They normally gave you an option. Is that gone now? Find more. Find image source. So it's all changed. They got rid of it. They used to normally have something at the bottom. Try the old one. What could have been better? Just give us the other old program, you dumb craps. Jesus. Yeah, it's normally called Dark Theme, Shogun. But now we've got another problem. This is a problem with doing updates. Send feedback. Upload, find image source. What's that do? Ah, there we go. Is that the old system? That's slightly different, isn't it? UFO, here we go. Ah, he's got it from Reddit. 28th of the 6th. Let's have a look. What the hell? No, that's not the same, is it? Hey, that's confusing. Thought we were onto it then. Cannabis. UFO TR3B. Italia. Let's have a look at that one. So where is the real location? No, that's not the same. It's all changed. They're making it harder for us. Might have to use Tanai. Stupid. You gotta always keep up with the changes, let's say. This looks like the right building. Brazil, it's got here. And yeah, it said Uruguay. And the other one, so I don't know. So, what if we type UFO then? Does it narrow it down? Yeah, obvious fakes. Looks like the same building cannot be rebound. That's kind of weird. Facebook. I don't think these are correct. Okay. Seems to have got worse, not better. So let's try Tanai. How can I get to that? That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know. Did sound Spanish, didn't it? This is the problem. It's often when they rebadge or recycle UFO stuff, they change the location. Unless they've got identical buildings, which is possible. And you know the Spanish and South America to replicate their other places. Tonight. Tinny-eye. Is it tin-eye or tinny-eye? I can't remember now. Tinny-eye. Yep. Okay. Reverse image search. Let's do it the hard way then. Upload. Just thinking about it. 5 results. Oh shit. Okay. Is it identical? What we got here? First found 2019. I don't know if it's going to be the UFO one. File name. Seems to be JPEG. This is what I thought would happen. So I wonder where the video is then in that case. So that kind of gives you an idea what it's focused on. We've got some flagpoles next to where she was filming. They could be just slightly off frame. But yeah, it's not the website, is it? It's just got image, your image. Whereabouts is it though? Does it say there? What's that say? Nope. Doesn't even tell us what it is. Let's see. Uruguay. There you go. Flickr. Airbnb. So it's a tourist photograph. So it didn't match mine from the video. It's found an image instead. So where is it anyway? Let's just have a look. That image doesn't exist anymore. But tonight didn't forget. I wonder if we could narrow it down. What's going on here? Super Zoom's gone crazy. Alright, yeah, it opened up a separate window. Keyword, paste into image. So this one can't narrow it down by keyword. Okay. So maybe you need to take a different picture then. I bet it's on Reddit though.
Volando ahí con una punta blanca, pero no logro ver exacto qué es. Pero obviamente que tiene como un movimiento muy extraño. Ahí está bajando.
See, I don't think she's talking about UFO there, right? I think she's talking about the church or whatever it is. And some UFO dork like a Secureteam grabbed it and saw these things in the sky and thought, oh, that would be a good UFO thing, right? Let's try something here. Uruguay. How do you spell it? Uruguay. Go. Oh, damn, I don't know how to spell it. Does it give it to us? Oh, yeah. Uruguay. Okay. Let's punch that one. UFO. We didn't know what the name of the building was. Damn it. Okay, we'll just try that. What's this one? Spiritual pilgrimage and UFO tourism. 2.7 million results. We'll be here for a while. So let's narrow it down by date. Well, it could be years old. Narrow it down to the past month, maybe. Video. Drip UFO time lapse. I wish it'd give us some thumbnails. Be funny if I find it doing the hard way. Okay, so they reckon there's some UFOs in this one. Might be a bit more interested in Secureteam's one. Let's have a look. Oh, it time lapsed. Yeah. You ain't gonna see any UFOs that fast. Good time lapse. I have to do that one with my ones sometime. Security cameras. And it saves it all. I could just download it and create one. Night to day. Yeah, I have to do that sometime. That'd be a fairly long project though. Sight and opportunity. That's normally International Space Station. Yeah, it does. Okay. Sightings from around the world. What'd you say? Let me just see. You might have some clues here. She's saying seeing something strange. Play it again. Alright, okay. It was Spanish. I'm learning Spanish, okay. And that does come in handy. She says extra no, which means strange or foreign. I think she can see. Alright, okay. Okay, I'll see if I can play it again. Does she say the name of the building at all? I'll just play it back a wee bit.
A lo largo. Ahí viene bajando, a ver si no sé si se logra ver. Y no sé qué es como algo que está volando ahí con una punta blanca, pero no logro ver exacto qué es. Pero obviamente que tiene como un movimiento muy extraño, ahí está bajando. Ahí lo ven cómo se mueve. Ahí se quedó quieto.
Nice subs on it.
Yo no sé si se logra ver en el video, espero que sí. Ahí, a ver si ahí algo se ve.
She does look like she sings in digital sings in there though.
Ahí está bajando.
I think she said soon, didn't she?
Baja y ahora se desapareció. Bueno, algo.
Yeah, I think she might be seeing it.
Here you're seeing some zoom.
Yeah. So do you want me to play it again? Yeah, I thought I could turn on the sub so we can see what the words were, because sometimes gives you a clue, doesn't it?
Or glitches out of this dimension in an instant.
Se ve como una lucecita, ahí está un poco más grande, pero en realidad eso se movió de costado a lo largo. Ahí viene bajando, a ver si no sé si se logra ver. Y no sé qué es como algo que está volando ahí con una punta blanca, pero no logro ver exacto qué es. Pero obviamente que tiene como un movimiento muy extraño, ahí está bajando. Ahí lo ven cómo se mueve. Ahí se quedó quieto. Yo no sé si se logra ver en el video, espero que sí. Ahí, a ver si ahí algo se ve. Ahí algo se ve.
Yeah, she definitely sees it at the last minute there. Her eyes will be better than the camera, of course, because their eyes are far superior. Generally, as you get older, they get worse, though. So yeah, we're about. What was this building name? That's what we need to find out. Why's it got California there, though? That's a problem on that one. Let's have a look. Might have a building name there. Okay, we still got that site going. Montevideo. Ah, I thought that was the name of the video. Is that the name of the building? Or was it? Oh, right. Name of the location, maybe. Montevideo. I never even heard of it. There you go. Learning something new all the time. Montevideo, where you can video UFOs. Whereabouts is it? It's definitely in Uruguay. Strange name, that. Buenos Aires. That's where they used to, Argentina next door. That's where they used to have the Olympic Games, wasn't it? Seems to ring a bell. That's right, way down there. Okay, so we still haven't got the name of the building though, but we could narrow it down a bit more in the searches there. Okay. So I thought I did see Montevideo. Montevideo. Okay. Does that give it to us? It's giving us that one again. So what's that one? He must have got it from somewhere. Someone must have sent it to him. Now this is how he disguises things though. Pantaloons UFO. Let's have a look at that one. What's that got to do with it? Oh dear. We're not having any luck here. I'm not even seeing any pictures of that church. Let's try church then. I suppose I should really be searching in Spanish, then I'll probably get it straight away. I'll have to go images maybe. Okay. God, I got lots of churches. Yeah. So I'm not even sure if it's a church. It's going to be a hard one to find. So we're not going to be able to get any more information on that one. But yeah, this is the fun of doing research and debunking. As you know, that's why you guys like what I do, I guess. Trying to figure out stuff. And why he hasn't given us a link to that one, but he's given us a link to other videos. So that's really suspicious. Let's go for past week then. Right. Could that be the one? No. Wasn't any yellow bricks in it, was there? Might have. Let's go back. No. It's very unique, isn't it? I've got too many searches going. Not that one. Not that one. Oh. No. No, we have to move on, I think. I think we're sort of stumped on that one for now. It's not the best video images either. So there's still a possibility. Doesn't look like birds in the way that sort of moves. Something really strange there. So yeah, but it may have been balloons that popped Both of them might have popped. But they still could be UFOs. So, till more information comes to light on that one, we're pretty much stomped. Could it be that? Salvo Palace. Let's have a look. That's the building, isn't it? That's the one. Salvo Palace. There we go. There's a building in Montevideo, Uruguay, located at the intersection. Okay, so we got some more information here. So let's plug that one in. Uruguay wasn't a church, but a palace. Here we go. Okay, now we're cooking. And UFO. Of course, we're still searching in English. So what's UFO in Spanish? Is it UVNO? What's it called? UNO or... Oh, Jesus, I can't think. Is it something like that, isn't it? Envy? Is that how you say UFO in Spanish? Is it Spanish? Yeah, it have to be Spanish. UFO in Spanish. There you go, I was right. My memory's not totally gone. OVNI, how did I spell it? I got it round the wrong way. Close, no cigar. Okay, now we're cooking. And still nothing's come up. Maybe too many keywords now. Maybe it shouldn't be called Palace. Palace. Oh, Palace. In Spanish. Palacio. I think she said that, didn't she? Palacio. It's kind of a nice word, isn't it? Easy to say, that one. Okay. Not seen UFO 21 hours ago. No images. It just took a wee while to come up. It's not that one. Let's do images. That's still not helping us. So close, yet so far. What's that one? Looks like we're screwed. We can't solve this one very quickly. Curious Free Tour, UK. What's that one there? Nothing about UFO on it. Not too many UFOs there then. Yeah, I'm sort of stopped on that one. So it's probably some type of Spanish title, right? and then you'll find it straight away. So we'll move on, see what else he's got. I'll leave that one with you. You may be able to give me information later and we can re-look at it. It's a bit of a shame, really. It's probably on Reddit. I wouldn't be surprised. Of anomalous lights. Did we look at that one? Let's have a look at that one. No, nothing there apart from words. We'll move on. We found out lots about it, didn't we? But nothing that solves it. And yeah, that Google thing's really annoying me now. It looks too dark, doesn't it? I wonder how you change that. No. Shouldn't have to log in to change it. New Zealand. Change duck thing. Google. Top left. Choose device default. At the top left, click settings. I haven't got settings though. Have I? Certainly is dark, isn't it? Tools. Top left. Unless it's hidden. No. Some dark things are really horrible. How do I take it off mode? And they're talking about we need to put windows in. Always having to research new stuff. Enter the settings menu, choose personalize, click colors, scroll down. But I never ever chose dark theme. I reckon it's got to be to do with that it's taken it from, automatically taken it from Brave. Because I wanted the dark tabs, right, so it highlights, but I didn't really want it to mimic for Google. I suppose it's not too bad, but we'll just have to forget about it then. Moving on.
Exacto que es. Pero obviamente que tiene como un movimiento muy extraño. Ahí está bajando.
Global, say orb.
Ahí lo ven cómo se mueve.
Yep.
Ahí se quedó quieto.
We figured that one out, UFO.
Yo no sé si se logra ver en el video, espero que sí. Ahí, a ver si ahí. Ahí algo se ve. Ahí algo se ve.
Here's a con man.
Zoom.
Yeah, looks like we got.
Baja, y ahora se desapareció.
Girl, what's going on, girl? Are you trolling?
Here you're seeing some zoomed in and, you know, colored, enhanced versions and shots of this thing. But this is pretty amazing to me. It would be one thing if we had, you know, simply a UFO sort of just hovering in the daytime sky. But this thing interacts with what appears to me to be a bird, flying vertically or possibly horizontally. Or it could just simply be another UFO altogether. But all I see is a smaller, white-looking object blasting up towards this UFO or to where it passes by the UFO. And the UFO, it doesn't fly away, it doesn't jet.
Have we got any mods in the house that can just monitor what's going on in the side chat when I'm not looking? Any mods? I think I made everybody pretty much mods, haven't I? Let me just check. Shogun, you're a mod now. I thought you had it already. Who else? We got One Life Man. You're trustworthy, aren't you? Add you in as a mod as well. TV Square Eyes, can we trust you? It's easy to remove again, but it allows you to post links too when you're a mod, which is kind of handy if you want to share something. Okay, there you go. 3 of you is now mods, so you can deal with any nasty people. You got a spanner now. What's this? Stopped posting chicken porn. There you go. Blue Chicken's got the spanner already. Good. Yeah. What's this one? James. Okay, guys. I'll let you just keep an eye on those guys.
Away, it literally vanishes in an instant, in the blink of an eye, in a millisecond, and we're talking about an object potentially built by a civilization millions of years ahead of the curve than us, and you factor in anti-gravity, quantum physics, and...
See, he doesn't do any analysis, Secureteam, right? He just puts up everything as a UFO. But we know he's a hoaxer. And a deceptive person and a disinformation agent, so yeah, this makes sense that he's just going to put this up and call it a UFO.
And these things have been seen appearing, not only disappearing like you're seeing in the footage here, but reappearing right back into the sky, essentially out of nothing, as if they are jumping dimensions. They are jumping in and then jumping out. In the blink of an eye, it's gone, as you're seeing here. So I thought this was pretty awesome footage. Again, above Uruguay, so tell me what you guys think down below. Pretty crazy stuff. Scientists have already stated and are in agreement that there are at least, I think it's like 12 dimensions that we know of, or that we have proven exist on top of the dimension that we are in. And there are potentially infinite dimensions that we cannot see, smell, taste, hear, where these UFOs can pop right in and pop out and go into other dimensions. So pretty crazy stuff. What is this lady saying? Now,
So straight away I'm making assumptions that it's popping in portals and dimensions, and there's no analysis done. Yeah, I only give people moderated rights, so I know are trustworthy and been around for a while. And that's exactly why, Blue Chicken. Looks like you're doing all the work there. Thanks for doing that anyway.
The next UFO clip is really straightforward, and another favorite topic of mine. Which...
Hey guys, so straight away I can see this is filmed through glass, right? How do I know this? Look at all the reflections, right? See that there? Reflections. Is it someone in the window here? Does that look like a head? And we've got multiple bands. So is that the camera lens? Filming through that double layer cupola, as it's called on the International Space Station. So normally these are time-lapse too. So how can we tell if it's time-lapse? We'll just have to keep an eye on something and see how it moves, right? If it's moving quite fast, you know the sun's changing direction too fast.
Which I've posted videos on, and I think one of my most popular videos with around 10 to 15 million views is an International Space Station UFO clip, or ISS UFO clip, and that's what you're going to see now. Now this was also sent to me, and the way these are typically discovered and the way I have discovered them myself is by going to the live feed via the cameras that are attached to the space station, and you basically just sit, record, and watch for something strange to happen, and it would appear someone has captured an object. The object begins to come into frame from right to left, would seem to then stop and hover above the Earth, change directions for a moment, before finally making a sort of Z or zigzag pattern and
so that could be a reflection of the sun, couldn't it? As it's moving. You know, we get these lens flares.
Deciding to continue on its original trajectory before flying away into the darkness of space. So you're seeing the footage here.
Yeah, we're seeing the footage, but it's been cropped, isn't it? And what's this here, you know? That looks like it's inside. Inside the glass, not outside the glass. What is that? It's very suspect, isn't it? And this thing here looks like two things hanging down, like spotlights. What's that? Shogun, probably Tyler or Goofon. I don't know. I don't think so. I think they might be just crazy people. They've been around every time I do a live show though, haven't they? I suppose he gets the same type, doesn't he? I know Goofon's been complaining about spammers and stuff on his. Yeah, but it's pretty disgusting, really, isn't it? And mentality out there. How old would you have to be doing that sort of stuff? You'd have to be like in your teens, wouldn't you? To mid-20s, maybe. I know the mature level of USA people is a wee bit slower than the rest of us, so I don't know.
And then we'll show you a sped up version of this unknown space-faring object.
Okay, is he going to give us more of an image range here? I wish I wouldn't play that music. Kind of sends you off to sleep, doesn't it? Maybe it's hypnotic. Maybe that's how he does it. Gets his subs. He can be bitter, Goofon. Oh, he sure can. If you've seen some of my early response videos to him, what he did to me, he can be really nasty. And he twists things and takes things out of context. And he tells people all these things, so-called facts about me. Not one of them is actually true. Yeah, and he did the same on Cambion too, didn't he? We can go anywhere we want. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it could even be just like a small ice particle, you know. Oh, here we go. What's going on here? So this is very suspect. This looks like it could be done with CGI, right? Is it more blurry than the rest of the background? Or sharper? I'm starting to think this one's a fake. Because I can't see anything moving here. And there should be some movement in the background of the sun there. because it's got to remember it's the space station is circling the Earth at 18,000 miles per hour. So it must be these would lens flare would have to be changing just a wee bit. It looks like a static image, doesn't it? Yeah, this has got to be fake. It looks too suspicious. Oh yeah, that's definitely fake.
Okay guys, so yeah, pretty awesome footage. I've seen, you know, a lot of strangeness occur on cameras that belong to NASA and that are attached to...
How easy would it be to do that? So you just bring up a static image of NASA and change your cursor to a single circle, right? Like mine, I've changed mine to be big and flashy, but you can change it to anything you want to. And just move it around the screen and screen capture it. Send it off to this turkey called Tyler, and he'll put up on his channel. That's what it looks like to me. Wouldn't be too hard to do. See, I could say, like that's the static image here, change my cursor, which you can do quite easily, right? You can go into... I've got Open Shell here. It's Windows 10, but it's got the old menu system. So you could go into Control Panel, right? And find Mouse. But I won't change it in case I stuff it up. But I probably could show you how roughly you can do it. First of all, you'd have to create an icon set in Editor. I might do it one day and just demonstrate how easy it would be to do. Mouse, where's mouse? Okay. It's on the other screen. Let's get across. So you got here where you can actually change pointers. Okay. So I've did my customized one there. So it's just a matter of creating one in Editor, and you could create a little UFO, right? And just use that for clicking around the screen. It's so easy to do. And you just use Minicam to capture it, and that's free, and it will record what you're doing on second monitor. So what do you think on that one? Used to say 1.2 far away. What's that mean? You mean lens aperture? Is that what you're talking about? And there's an app for phones. So yeah, there's lots of ways you can do it. I'm just telling you how you could do it in Windows within about 5 minutes probably. Let's see. There's probably even a tool for it, right? Make new mouse icon editor. There you go, cursor editor. I told you there'd be plenty of tools out there for Windows. It's probably even an online thing, is it? There you go, create a new cursor. Import image. So you could do a UFO. And don't know if it allows you to do emanations on that one, where you can have it blinking lights on it. So mine's obviously, you know, you can see it changes there. Mine's like a alternating one. But you could actually do a UFO that blinks like that, right? So I suppose you can draw anything like a UFO, any color. Example, download cursor. Anyway, go and have a play yourself, see what you come up with. Maybe we should have a competition who can do the best UFO fake and in the quickest time. Anyway, just carry on. So this one there is highly suspect as being fake.
To the space stations.
But he did actually list that one, didn't he? Moon crater? No. No, we're still yet to get to those ones.
Or the space shuttles, but there's probably only a handful that I could say I've seen that show some really, really plain as day, unusual.
See, just the way it certainly stopped and went upwards, that would be like incredible thrusters. You would need to do that in space. That object would be far away, right? So it's obviously moving at great speed. There's no way our rockets would be able to do that, I don't think, without killing everybody inside.
Activity, and this would have to be one of them, unless it's fake.
So there's no way you could do that with a normal spaceship. But to me, it's just insignificant, really, isn't it? It could easily be faked.
And it doesn't look to be, because the Earth is moving.
It looks like it's more in focus there than it should be, as well.
I've seen enough. I've seen thousands of hours of ISS live stream footage. My only question is, why did they not cut the feed like they usually do when UFOs like this appear in the distance? And the fact that this object zigzagged before changing directions, zigging back and heading on its original route, that was pretty crazy to me. So next, I want to show you two specific images.
So it's not even blinking. It's very highly suspect.
Or photos, actually.
So that's incredible acceleration. And I think it's still the same brightness, but we just got a brighter background, right?
Anomalous.
So that's heading to the sun there. That should get brighter. But anyway, yeah, that one's a fake.
Or just bizarre things that I actually...
Paul, my new intro is premium now. It's 10 seconds long. Ah, okay. Well, you can actually post a link to it if you want. There's an app for phones. Okay, we did talk that one. That's 10 seconds long. That's a pretty small intro. Okay. Well, have a look at it if you want. It's probably a bit late now because I was looking at that. So your 10 seconds would be over.
Actually discovered simply doing good old research work, which is
him doing research. No, he said he was sent it an email, wasn't it? Have you got a channel, Blue Chicken? Yeah, he has. If you click on his name, does it allow you to click on names? Because once it's processed, it doesn't allow you to click on people's names anymore, which is a pain in the button.
Going through image or photo after photo and analyzing every
photo
pixel of it and looking for strange things. So this, my friends,
this looks pretty bad. So you can see by the shadows and whatever we're going to look at here on is it the moon crater? And they're pretty high up.
Is a high resolution, extremely high resolution photograph of the lunar surface of our moon that was snapped during the Apollo 17 mission. And so they were above the moon and they were snapping pictures outside.
Okay, so if it's Apollo 17, that means they're looking through a window. And you know what happens with windows? You get background lights and reflections. So let's see what he's going to come up with.
Side of the portholes on the lunar orbiter. So
Yeah, he's talking about portal. So
we have this beautiful shot showing the massive and distinct differences in terrain on the moon, where you go from
that one's pretty rugged there, isn't it? It's pretty high up too, going by those shadows.
a virtually flat desert-like landscape to very mountainous and rugged. And I have looked over this photo a lot, and there's just a lot of strange things on it. Things that look like pipes. Or hoses, or just a massive under.
Okay, he's saying that's a pipe, is he? Let's just have a zoom in on it. Okay, so it looks to me like that's part of the moon's surface here, and because of the shadows of this edge here, that's casting, this edge here is casting a shadow, so we're not seeing what's underneath. Look how black it is there. Yeah, which way is the shadows going now? Because he's zoomed in. Has he rotated it? Looks like the shadows are going that way.
Underground complex.
Let's see, did he zoom in? Where did he zoom in? So the shadows are going this way, right? So, let's see.
Where you go from a virtually flat desert-like landscape to very mountainous and rugged. And I have looked over this photo a lot, and there's just a lot.
See, it's only we don't see him zoom into it, which is really bad. So we don't know if he's rotated it or anything. But it does look like the shadows are now going upwards to me.
A lot of strange.
There's a shadow going this way. So that means there's a high peak here, right? So it's still going that direction, right to left.
Things on it. Things that look like pipes or hoses, or just a massive.
So it must be this here is raised up. It's casting shadow this way. But then
underground complex.
Why is it now gone that way though?
Or piping system, or tubes, whatever you want.
Okay, that could be a reflection on the window. Even a micro meteorite impact on the glass, right? So they're filming through window.
Want to call it, and I'll show you some of those here. And we know that there are pipes or tubes that expand across the moon's surface. How do we know this? Well, because we have photographic evidence of it, as you're seeing.
I bet there's high res of these ones too. It's wonder Scott Brando hasn't been onto him.
In this Apollo image here, again, official NASA photograph, and zoomed in on this particular crater, we see what can only be described as a pipe or a
pareidolia. Okay, so the shadows are now going the other way, because you can see that rim is lit. So the sun's coming directly this way. And to me, it still looks like it's part of the rim, saying whiteness. But it's slightly losing brightness actually. Looks like it's dipping down. And then it gets brighter there again. Yeah. I think again it's this pareidolia. Looks like it's something sticking off the edge, but it's actually, because of the shadows, it's actually the bottom of this. Because look, see this here? This is an example. See how that whiteness goes up this way. Now if you had the shadow change directions, that would look like a pipe as well. You see what I mean? It's misleading.
Tube that is exiting one rim, going across with the sunlight hitting it. The pipe goes back into shadow into the opposite crater.
See, if the sun's coming this way, wouldn't the shadow of that be going this direction? You can see here, if you're saying that's a shadow, then that's misleading. It looks like that there. Looks like a raised up chunk of rock here, which is casting a shadow, right? In the center, and that's got a chunk of rock here. These got to be chunks of rocks inside the crater. And that's casting a shadow there. And this one's really high up rim, kind of casting a shadow right across. Yeah, it's all just misleading.
Crater rim. So images like this, they're not up for interpretation. It is what it is.
Not up for interpretation, but that's what he's done. He's interpreted it as a pipe when it's really just a rock, right? Rock and shadow, and you can see it's just not enough definition in this old Apollo 17 image.
Probably the craziest thing I discovered within this photo, I want to get your take on, and that I've shown a couple of other people, and they were like, wow, definitely feature that, Tyler. If we zoom down, and again, this is a very high resolution image. I mean, you can just zoom and zoom for days. But down in a particular crater that doesn't seem any different than the others, and sort of peeking out from the darkness, if you will, because we have the sunlight, you know, it's shining down on the moon at a bit of a fairly extreme angle, so the sun would be to the right, and it's shining down from right to left. So what you're seeing is that everything being hit from the sun is casting a shadow back into the left behind it, and it's illuminating whatever is in its line of sight, including what I can only describe as a massive structure that is either glowing on its own,
there's a structure,
or that
not
is
a
being partially illuminated.
So it couldn't be a camera artifact or a reflection of the window that they're filming through
by, you know, some scattered sunlight.
Okay, so there seems to be almost like a reflection there. Is it? Am I misreading it? But it looks like it's slightly some change in blackness there. What can that be though? It looks like a reflection. But it could be one of these scratches you get. The motion pool. I don't think it's the rocks in the middle. What could it be? Almost has a square shape to it. Some light panel behind. Looks like flickery lights of some kind, doesn't it? And something in the cabin. They have like all these switches and stuff. Let's have a look. Let's see what we can find. Apollo. Inside cabin. Or capsule or something. Yeah, so what square bits have they got? Oh, there we go. You can see it's got a lot of stuff inside. Of course, there you go, look. Straight behind that guy. What's it look like? A bright bit. And a series of lights. Square lights that would form a reflection on the window. So that's instantly debunked as far as I'm concerned. And you can see here, even on this one next, it's got banks and banks of lights. So how they used to do things in the old days before having virtual LCD screens. Can never go wrong if you've got a physical switch and light. Although they did have some light bulbs blow, didn't they? and they thought it was turned off when it was actually on. So yeah, where's the window in respect though? Porthole. Lots and lots of square panels or lights. Yeah. Let's see if we can get port window. Whatever they call it, I don't know. There we go. Square round ones. Round one. Triangle type one. Oh look, what's that got on it? Looks very similar, doesn't it? Yeah, what is that? Is it lights in the background? It is, isn't it? Definitely debunked, I think. Eh? There we go. Just takes a wee bit of research. Always fact check. There you go.
That's barely hitting the inside left rim of the crater, but nonetheless looks like a massive alien object spanning the entire inside of the crater. And so here we are, zoomed in, and even at this zoom we have amazing detail, and I'm not even zoomed in all the way. You can see the rocks, you can see other, very small craters. We see this sort of dark triangular shadow being cast down next to the crater here on the right, which means that there is a triangular hill that you can't really see because we're looking straight down at it, but if you were looking at a pyramid, this is what the shadow would look like. So we potentially have a pyramid type structure sitting directly next to this crater. Half of it is in shadow here. You can see the obvious pyramidal...
Yes, like aliens want to build pyramids on the moon and not actually go inside craters and drill and go into lava tubes, right? That would be more obvious to build a base which is then protected from radiation, right? Or gives some radiation protection. I'm not going to build structures on the moon like this. You can see it's got a flat side here. So the peak must be, because we can't see the peak. The peak must go up like a mound here. Is this rocks?
Little shape to it here in the darkness, but more importantly, beside it is this, I don't know what. Is this, another one of these massive tubes, or a ship of some sort, or a base inside of this crater? And the more you
it's a reflection on the window of the panels behind. Totally.
The more you start seeing these separate light sources on this object, and the object looks like it's being lit up. It's like bright on the top, and then the bottom is more in shadow until it disappears. So it's got light and shadow to it, or it appears to.
It definitely looks like that panel that I showed you. The bright bit at the top. Looks like a load of switches.
Small lights and dots, little pinpoints of light here. One could describe as looking at a giant skyscraper at night, and all of the different lights.
Or a panel of lights
that were turned on and off on each floor. That's the kind of impression it gives me. And I don't know how big this crater is, but judging from...
Why do people believe this guy? I just don't get it.
From the height that the orbiter or the lander was when they snapped the photo, I would have to say probably, a couple of miles in diameter, give or take. A little bit more, a little bit less, but look...
Yeah, real scientists would find out the crater name and see what other photographs can back up the claim, right?
Look at this thing. This looks like a city almost, hiding here in the darkness. And as I went across the image horizontally, this object here, this structure inside of this crater with what appear to be lights coming from it, many hundreds or, whatever. I don't know how many, but at least 20 or 30 lights that we can see coming from it do not appear in any other crater in this.
Yeah, maybe because the panel behind them doesn't move around.
photo, nor at the top of the photo from one edge of the photo to the other. So that basically, you know, it kind of rules out that this is a photography glitch or error or scanning effect, because it does not appear in any other crater or portion of the photo.
If it's on a glass slide, if you slid it across the table, you get straight line scratches like that. It's not going to be all over the picture.
For that matter, it only appears in this one single crater, and like I said earlier, the thing looks like it's being illuminated more at the top than it does toward the bottom, and is
Yeah, that's why I say it's a light panel behind the cameraman.
right almost, you know, completely in the center of this moon crater with the pyramidal structure right next to it. So I don't know, guys, but it definitely piqued my interest. Could this be a massive alien base inside a moon crater? You know, most people say that's where an alien base would be
TV.
to any person with mild intelligence.
Thanks for saying
if you're going
so.
to hide it, put it inside of a dark crater. So tell me what you guys think about this down below. And so lastly today, I want to show you another photograph, and it's extremely high res as well. And this is from the Apollo 7 mission. So we hadn't gone to the moon yet. We were basically
Okay, you can see it
practicing, and we were
straight
orbiting
away.
Earth, and we were snapping pictures down at planet Earth.
You can see straight away we've got edge of a window here. We really looked at the capsule windows, and some of them are round, some are like that shape here. So that's looking straight down at orbiting Earth. So yeah, you can see it's going through glass because we're getting this whitewash, like reflection of light on the glass.
Earth of the oceans and the clouds, which you're seeing here, and this photo is snapped while they were just above Mexico on the northern coast of the Yucatan, and we can see the Gulf of Mexico, which is the ocean right next to this giant landmass with a bunch of cloud cover above it, and this was snapped from space. Beautiful photograph. And so as I was looking at it and I began zooming in at the ocean to see if it had maybe picked up something, as I zoomed in and it becomes fairly obvious without even zooming all the way in, there appears to me to be a massive circular or
Okay, so these ones over here look like little pockets of cloud. They look like clouds over the ocean. I think that's the camera lens again, isn't it? Just a slight reflection. Could it be a camera lens? He's saying it's a UFO under the water.
or spherical object underneath the waters that can only be seen and snapped on camera from space. And I'm talking about this area right here.
Almost looks like an eye. Could it be?
And if you look around it, there appear to be
Camera? Something reflected off the camera.
these massive gashes or trenches dug into the ocean floor.
Okay, if he zooms back out. So let's just have a look at this. Okay, that looks more like a camera lens, doesn't it? Here it looks like an arm of a person going up. And they've got the camera mounted on top of this shoulder. That looks like a head of a person. And they're holding the camera up here. Like one of those big cameras they hauled around back in those days. Looks like the arm going down this way. So we don't even have to colorize it ourselves. He's done it for us.
Or possibly a wave pattern that is swirling around this
Okay,
massive
zoom out.
circular
Let's zoom in.
object under the water here. But either way,
Okay, it's starting to look like a bit more of a person, isn't it? The arm, definitely. Look, looks like a spacesuit shoot. Spacesuit. And looks like the rest of the body's going down this way. Camera. The arm. Still looks like it's going up, holding something. I can't see anything else.
hey, it was pretty crazy to me, and I was just skipping through Apollo photographs.
Okay, so as I zoom out, do we see any more? Still looks like a human with some sort of round object, right?
Photographs when I, happen to zoom in and be like, okay, that is strange.
That is a reflection, I think. Again, looks like it's on top of on the glass rather than these objects here look like they're part of the photograph.
Strange. Now, I don't know about all the land masses that are off of the coast of Mexico and the Yucatan, so is this something that I just don't know what I'm talking about? I would think it would have been described or spoken about in the information on the file from the official NASA website that the photograph can be found on and downloaded, and there was no mention of a massive spherical...
If that's a face of a person there, is it? Does it look like a face of a person? Like the eyes, nose. Apollo 7. Okay, let's have a look at the cameras. More research. Apollo camera. Oh, Apollo 7 camera. Because it did change as the years went on. Could be fitted with either a wide angle lens or a telephoto lens. Okay, so that could be like a telephoto lens we're seeing then. Apollo TV camera. We've got an image of it. There we go, guys. That's fairly chunky. So how did they hold it? Makes sense. Looks fairly heavy, doesn't it? To prop it up on your body top, right? But that might be not the only camera they had. What's he doing? Alright, so you can see it's pretty crowded. It could be like on a boom arm, right? And the man swings it around. Here we go. So how's that work? Looks like it can go upwards. It's on a trolley, isn't it? Does it go upwards? Or was it our space camera? What have we got here? Okay, that's more like it. What's that one? Color. So it was color. That's more like it. Next to the head. If you're standing up. So they had more than one camera, but looks like. Okay, so camera inside capsule. Let's see what comes up. Inside capsule. Let's see. Let's come up with the same one. Main rover. Did use 70mm Hasselblad camera. Was it outside or inside though? Let's see, images. Okay, they look like color images. And there's those cameras again. We've got a picture of someone using it. Picture of the cameraman would be really handy. Alright, we got some tubes coming up. What the hell's that for? So, could that be what we're seeing when we're thinking it's an arm? It does have these handheld ones, doesn't it? So that means they're lifted up to the eye. Or with their head, so it's sort of hoping to be looking in the right direction. But yeah, it would be nice to see some image. Is that a camera there? So he's on an angle there. What's this thing here? Coming up. Is that the camera? Looks like it, doesn't it? He's looking through the window. What's the other side of him? Another camera, is it? What's that there? It's a bit hard to tell. It'd be good to get a really good picture, but there's nothing really solid here. But that does look like the window, doesn't it? Certainly a lot of pipes and things, and round things hanging down, right? Is that a camera there? Climb inside the ship. Let's go back to the image. And let's go back out a bit. Right there. Does seem to match up, doesn't it? Let's see, what angle are we talking about here though? So they're floating on the side. This is obviously landed on gravity, so they're probably looking that direction. Their head would be there, the body would be going this way, wouldn't it? Orbiting Earth. So that changes it all again, doesn't it? Okay, so that guy again. Neil Armstrong. There's another image there. That's 17 though. I wonder if we can narrow it down a bit. It's good having a look at these old photos though. Here we go. What's this guy up to? That's got to be a camera, is it? Yeah, this little lens, is it? What's going on here? So it looks like a camera floating, and there's a lens on it. Am I misinterpreting it? It looks like a camera, doesn't it? And what's he looking through here? He's not looking at that thing in front of him. No, he's actually at the back of him. He's looking at this camera on an angle. yeah, again, it's a bit hard to know 100%, but I still think it's a reflection. Look at all the, that's what the pipes are. There's the windows. Oh no, this is a cabin door. So we're actually looking at these ones here. Here's the window. There's that damn camera again, but not inside. What's this one got? Filming themselves. Yep, I think we're done. And you can see there's a lot inside there that could reflect off the window. But yeah, I think this is just more garbage from Secureteam.
Ocean to see if it had maybe picked up something. As I zoomed in, and it becomes fairly obvious.
Is it sort of dark though?
Without even zooming all the way.
No, so you can see it's white and
And there appears to me to be
yeah, look, if you look further afield, yes, it's got to be reflection.
a massive circular or spherical object underneath the waters that
That's got to be that telescopic, what they said, telephoto.
can only be seen and snapped on
Lens
camera
on it.
from space. And I'm talking about this area right here. And if you look around it, there appear to be these massive gashes or trenches dug into the...
Still looks like a spaceman. So that could be inside the cabin. Looks like his head here. There's the eyes. And the camera will be before, further in front of him. Looks like that telephoto lens. And that could be some of the pipes dangling down. We're only seeing one edge of it. Could be multiple pipes. He had 2 pipes going into the spacesuit.
ocean
Suit.
floor, or possibly a wave pattern that is swirling around this massive circular object under the water here. But either way, it was pretty crazy to me, and I was just skipping through Apollo photographs when I, happened to zoom in and be like, okay, that is strange. Now, I don't know about all the land masses that are off of the coast of Mexico and the Yucatan, so is this something that I just don't know what I'm talking about? I would think it would have been described or spoken about in the information on the file from the official NASA website that the photograph can be found on and downloaded, and there was no mention of a massive spherical object surrounded by these sort of long arms coming out of each side of it around it. Tell me.
So he said arms. Spherical object with long arms does sound like a cameraman.
What do you think about this down below? I'll put the link to it as well, and you guys can download the high-resolution version. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said before, thanks for your patience. Check out that new AI-generated merch, and if anything else, just throw the vid a like if you enjoy.
So he's creating, using someone's AI program to generate images for t-shirts. Did he actually give us a link to that program? I don't think so. Because anyone could... Does that make it... I suppose because it's modifying other people's artwork and making it his own, then he can get away with copyright. Oh dear. Instagram. No, there's nothing there about the AI thing. Let's see. Let's do a quick search on it. I'm interested. AI art Generator real time. Probably takes days to process or something, does it? Generator free online. There we go. Looks like there's quite a few of them. Generate AI art. 41 created tools. So yeah, we don't know which one he's using. Let's have a look at this one. Great. Okay, let's have a look at some images. Looks very similar to what he was doing. What do we have to do? No thanks. Yeah, looks like that one's really sophisticated. Here we go. Aha, Spaceman. And it creates it in... That's very clever, isn't it? Creates it in the style of Van Gogh. Start creating. Maybe give it a try, shall we? What do we have to do? Choose a creation method. Text to image, video. Okay, let's try one of those of that church that we got. So how do we do it? Text to image, style transfer. Turn your photo into a masterpiece. Okay, here we go. Okay, what next? Create something amazing. Choose an image. Drag and drop an image. Okay, let's pick one. We probably could do Charlie Roo even. So we choose that church one. Is it finished? Choose. Now what? Slick style. Choose style. Okay. Let's do Van Gogh. Okay. Choose. And here we go. Well, that was pretty quick. Get a 10-second video of your creation being generated. For 2 extra credits. Get a short video. So this is how they make money, is it? What do they mean by credits? So that kind of looks like a Wicked Witch church here. Not quite happy with that one though. It's too abstract. What's that about the voice? My voice is annoying. Or are you talking about Tyler? I can change it. There's a thing that I used to have called Pitch Changer. Remember? If you go and watch my live show 218 where I debunk in real time, faking the voices, I reverse it, I prove it's not me faking it. Trust no one. Hello, how's it going? You're not here to troll like the last lot, I hope. So yeah, so that was just one we chose at random here. Can we do something else? Low res medium. Can download it. Create one. Does it change it though? We want to see if it changes it. Choose an image to apply styles. Choose a style to apply input. And we did that though. Create one credit. What's it doing? It's doing a 10-second video, is it? Huge running. Yeah, it's probably a bit confusing. This could be taking hours. Log in, create another from scratch. And let's try it. And let's try again. Create something, choose, pick that one again. Does it change it? Choose a style. Let's see if it's identical. Then it's not really AI though, is it? Choose. See, yeah, it's created the same thing. I'm calling Crocker shit on that one. Let's try something else. Ah, is that the creation? That's definitely closer to it, isn't it? You're at risk of losing your creations. Okay, so there we go. That's pretty cool. Well, how come it didn't come up before? Anonymous user 2 minutes ago. We don't really want to keep it though, do we? But you can see what he's done. Anyone can become a Van Gogh now. That's excellent. I don't understand why it took so long to come up though. There you go. It did finally create it. Why did it only create it when we logged out though? That's kind of weird. Maybe it's creating a movie. Emanating it maybe. I don't know. I'll let you have a play with it, see what you get. I placed it in the side. AI art. So you'd have to read the terms whether you can actually use it on t-shirts. That's cool, yeah, it was cool, wasn't it? Well, first time to be a mod, so better be careful or pull be taken it off me. Yeah, as long as you don't say the F word, that's alright. You can say fudged or munted, like the Kiwis do, and then that's okay. Or you can say the place name, Whakatane, which is acceptable because that's what it's called in Maori, believe it or not. Okay, so close that down. Close that down. Let's keep having a look. This is quite interesting. Better than looking at Secureteam's UFO vids. Best free AI generated ranked. Here we go. We'll post the link. So I need a picture of Charlie Roo. Let's see. Someone's done their dog here, by the looks of it. It's got a big nose. Is it a greyhound, is it? It's got a lot of images. Right. Go out, go out, go out. Well, you can do that in just normal paint.net as well. It's got some plugins where you can turn things into art, but not Van Gogh. That's a wee bit more complex. But you can make oil paintings and charcoal and pen and watercolor. normally. That's pretty cool. That looks very spacey, doesn't it? Simple and rudimentary. Oh, AI doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles. So these are linked called Deep AI. Is it clickable? Nope. Here's the click link. List, what's that? Slides. So where's the click links to all of it? It's a bit confusing. Why haven't they got links to it? There's another space one. Dell E Mini. Okay, let's do a search on it then. Crayon, formerly Dell E Mini. Okay, looks like it's been renamed. Crayon. AI modeling, drawing images from any prompt. What's that mean? Nope. Image. What we got here? Screenshot. Share your results. Is it taking it from camera? Which we don't want to do. Alright, what's it doing? It's trying to save it. So what do we have to do here? That should not take long, up to 2 minutes. What do you want to see? I didn't put anything in. It shouldn't be doing anything. Let's say alien predator. Alien predator on moon. See what happens. Maybe I can't interrupt it now. We'll try that in a minute. Here I am, almost 2:30 AM in the morning, doing AI art of all things. AI is not going to need us reefers for much longer. Right, so I didn't type anything in, did I? So I don't know what it was doing. Blank page. Yeah, let's try that next one. Predator alien. Looks almost like Leonardo da Vinci, or was it? Leonardo da Vinci type artwork. So it must go and search the internet and pull down some images and use it as a base. Be funny if it comes up with Secureteam's face. You know, that would really be funny. Now that might be a good one to put in actually. Secureteam hoaxer. We might try that one next, see how good this comes out. Type blue chicken cyber. Oh, here we go. It's done it. On the moon. First one. See, that would be good for t-shirts, wouldn't it? Oh, that one especially. Look at that one. Oh, wow. That's amazing. And then you can do a screen snapshot. So, yeah. You could even create your own art logo for a website now. So that one's not too bad either, is it? So it's sort of modern art. but the black one looks more scary. I'll give you that one too. Have a play around with. Right. I suppose I've only got time to do Secureteam at this rate. It's probably weekend to come up anyway. So you want me to do blue chicken? What was it? Blue chicken. Sober truck. Okay. Blue chicken. Cyber. What's this one? Truck. See what comes up. Yeah, it would take me ages to create up something like that. But I just wonder what it's basing it on. It might be so close to someone else's artwork and you'll get sued. Will it come up with a picture of Corey Good? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm glad I actually did the search on that. We should actually make a new room, AI art, on Discord, and people can post the various new links as people develop it more. Oh, here we go. Blue chicken. Where's the blue chicken? Well, it's definitely a truck. Can't say I've seen any chickens. I think that one is a bit of a foul. But if you're a blue chicken, maybe that's what you drive around in. What the hell is that there? Yeah, it's kind of strange. What's it got on the panel over there? Is that a blue chicken? Let's try something different then. Blue chicken, alien, gory, good. That's what comes up with that one. Says it only takes 2 minutes, it's not too bad. Yeah, that blue chicken truck was a wee bit of a foul one. Damn, I'm starting to yawn. Come on. Counting down. 40 seconds, is it? Or is it counting up? No, it's counting up. That's more like it. Oh, wow. That one looks like an alien. Cross between alien and chicken. That's better than Corey Good's looking one. That's pretty cool though. Oh wow, look at that one. Scary. Alright, I should do it with my emanation, shouldn't I? Flying around. Do you want to save any of those ones? Or are you just going to do it yourself? See if it comes up with the same ones. It might be different every time. Didn't come up with Corey Good though. UFO. No. Hoaxer. Let's try that. Fraudster maybe. Fraudster. Corey Good. We could be here all night doing this. Not so cute and fluffy. I suppose if you type more keywords in, you probably could change that. Evil blue chicken alien, or put grey alien grey. Don't know. I suppose you just have to keep playing around with it. So it counts to 15 minutes and then repeats again, is it? 60 minutes? Corey Goods. Is that Corey Good? I don't know. I can't remember what he looks like now. I think these are other Corey Goods. Demented. Look at this one. Looks like a Russian criminal. I'll be back. I don't think it's the right Corey Goods. Not recognizing any of them. Look at this one. Scary as. Let's try Tyler Klotner, Secureteam. Secureteam. Hooks, Secureteam. 10. Let's just try that. Maybe it's only a minute, is it? It's pretty fast for a minute. I've got you all at it. We lost 2 people watching though, and they didn't like it. But 4 of us are doing it. Secureteam, look. Yeah, that kind of looks like what he does. Wears a hoodie. That definitely looks like Secureteam. They painted him as an evil villain at his laptop. I thought it might be a bit better though. Maybe Security, Tyler Klotner. We'll have a look at the next one anyway. See, we do cool things here. It's out the channel in the middle of the night. And you know that light, it hasn't gone off ever since I've been in the room. Ever. Not even while I'm on the show. Now I say that will probably go off. They're listening and watching. So, who was I talking to? On the chat of the last episodes, and who was it now? Oh God, I have to look it up. Mine's blank. Who was I talking to? Anyway, I said it might be like a small alien head, right? Because it's looking, it may have been a little portal that opened up for a split second, and what we're seeing was a faraway shot of an alien looking through the portal, seeing if there's any cameras or anything that he has to avoid before he comes and gets me. So that's another suggestion on that last episode anyway. Yeah, I don't know if that's Tyler Clockner. Secureteam. But they're pretty scary looking people. That looks like the guy off, that was a serial killer, off that show, recent, what was it called now? Blackbird. If you've not seen the series Blackbird, it's only 6 parts. It's well worth having a watch. It's about a real life case serial killer, dramatized. It was recently on one of the channels. I can't remember now. Amazon or Netflix. But none of those look like Tyler Clockner of Secureteam. So let's move on. Where's that list? So that one. The dog one's called Deep Dream Generator. So let's have a play of that one. Tools. Thin style, deep style. What's that mean? Take a much more advanced version. This tool simplified version. It's not capable of creating advanced transformations. It's still pretty good. 3. Deep Dream. Initially it was invented to help scientists and engineers see what a deep neural network is seeing when it's looking at a given image. Okay, getting started. Damn, got to create an account. Well, that one's a bust. They looked interesting. Keep going back. This one looks really complex. I reckon that one's going to have a count as well. Netcalf. What happened if you write your real full name? Well, I tried Tyler Clockner, and it didn't. It come up with some other Tylers, I guess. These guys can play around with it though. So what were we doing? Trying to find the next one. Oh, right, it hasn't come up. Oh, yes it has. It talks about logging in. Here we go. Great. Secureteam. UFO hoaxer. Great. Look. Isn't it the same one that we had before though? That wasn't called Netcalf, was it? Forgot now. Maybe it's another variation they do. No, this is the one. It's got my one from last time. They must keep a track of what you're doing. Recreations. Secureteam UFO. That does sort of look like something he would do. 10 creations, so it creates 10 images. Ah, okay, now I get it. Well, they do look like UFO clouds. That's pretty cool too, isn't it? Be funny if that ends up labelled Secureteam UFO hoax, and maybe more people get to figure out what's that about. Actually find my site and process. It might be a good way to get around Google blocking me. Set up your login. Download duplicates. So where's all the images then? Perhaps it only shows you the first one. Flying over a city, is it? I don't know. It's kind of weird. That's a mountain, so why is it not coming down there? Still, even that would be a fairly good t-shirt one, wouldn't it? Abstract UFO art. Oh, keep looking. Not sure why that one's come up again. Starry AI. Egyptians. Let's have a look at this one. Start creating. Login, continue. I don't want to do that though. Continue with Apple. Things that they start spamming your Google account, wouldn't they? Oh well, pass on that one. Next one. It's like 43 of them out there at the moment, so it's quite a few to go through. High quality work created in seconds. Another login one, is it? Looks pretty cool. You could do Christmas cards and stuff, couldn't you? Still, I'd rather paint something myself though. It's way more relaxing. I haven't done it for a long time. Google Play, it reckons. So, where's the PC version? Start creating. Here we go. Sunset cliffs, never ending flower. Type anything. Okay. Grey alien planets. City. Oh, I don't know. Try that. Don't want to get too complicated. Art style. It's complicated. Throwback, realistic. Malevolent. There's quite a lot to choose from here. Radioactive. Rose gold. HD. Etching. This one might be a good one for blue chicken. Vibrant. Let's go with vibrant. Let's see what happens. Upload image. Or suggests inputs. Remix your NFTs. And put image optional. Okay, so is there a way to submit it then? Create wallet. Create. Let's see what happens. Doesn't say how many minutes though. Ah, we're getting something. It's in the background. Hey, there's a UFO. Create a gang. So that was meant to be alien grey planet. Does it know something we don't? Has it got access to the dark web? And so where's the alien greys though? Generate a gang. Okay. See what comes up. I suppose you can't download it or anything, can you? Oh, I've got something different. Yeah, it doesn't look like alien grey though. What is that thing? Generate a gang. Doesn't take very long. So this is meant to be vibrant, but we get lots of options here. Yeah, that one's interesting. Looks like UFOs, but what's that at the top meant to be? A city complex? Still, it's pretty cool. You certainly could put that on a t-shirt, be nice and colourful. People saying, what the hell is it? I don't know! It's meant to be aliens. Just try alien grey this time. Realistic, okay. Great. Excuse me. I'll catch up in the side chat in a minute. I'm enjoying myself too much. I do like art and music, you've probably noticed that though. Oh, here we go. This is meant to be realistic. So could that be what he's been using? It's pretty good, isn't it? Does look like the alien grey. A robot version. Can you download it? Suppose we could do a reverse image search and see what Google matches to, couldn't you? See how unique it is. So this is how these people create these NTFs and sell it for millions of dollars, is it? I think we might need to look into that. Publish, save. Okay, what's that going to do? Got to have an account. Create, sign in. Is it going to let us save it? Ah, it's going to let us save it. There we go. JPEG. So I suppose if you log in, it might let you save it as a ping without loss, because JPEG is a lossy format. So where's that cross? Can you see a cross on this? It gets rid of it anyway, clicking around there. Okay, can we generate again? Be here until daylight comes up. This is more fun than debunking. Looks like it's very similar again, doesn't it? Different side view though. Yeah, that's no good. Looks more like a horse. Creepy. I'll do another one. Yeah, it's very similar. It's not varied enough, is it? Perhaps it should have like an auto select style rather than having to select it all the time. They're limited in us doing it again, folks. But gotta sign in now. Oh no, it's just come up again. Okay, cool. Do that one. Great. We have a try blue chicken, I think, as well. If it lets us. So I wonder how many computers this is running in the cloud. So that's meant to be malevolent, evil. Don't know about that. Okay, it looks robotic, doesn't it? Let's try something else. Blue chicken. I wonder if it's worth trying Corey Good again. Let's see what happens. Corey Good as a blue chicken. That would be really funny. Maybe I'd spelled his name wrong last time. E on the end, isn't it? Let's see what we go for. No style. It won't let me scroll. Why not? Now it's working. Radioactive HD. What else we got? Itching. Mystical. Dark fantasy. Psychic. There's so many things to try. Anyway, try that one. Be funny if it turns out to be Corey Good. Come on. It's doing something. Okay, is there a blue chicken in it? Kind of looks like a rooster, doesn't it? With two heads. That one wasn't very good. Damn it. Anyway, I'll post the link to that one. That one's kind of fun. What have we got going on the side chat? Someone spamming us? What's going on here? Created from cow dung. Okay, we don't want that. Have old computers are drawing these? Yeah. Artificial intelligence on the cloud, I suppose. I suppose they look up things on the internet, human art, and then based it on various design techniques, I guess. Testing the size too, that's cool. Trying to, so I got everybody into it now. The Secureteam doesn't want you to create your own ones to print on t-shirts, he wants you to buy his t-shirts. Yeah, I think we'll move on to the next one. Did I post AI Art 3? That one's quite a good one. Let's search another one. How am I doing for time anyway? If I don't go to bed soon, it might get too long. It's coming up to what, 3 hours already? And we only done Secureteam. I think first day, so we'll have to wait for another day. If there's anything there, I don't know. I haven't looked. So the next one. So that one's spacey as well. Mid-Journey AI. What's happened there? Sort of ended. Now, there wasn't really many, but they reckon that's the best ones. Okay. Let's search on that one then. Mid-Journey. Research lab exploring new medians of thought. Expanded imaginative powers of human species. Doesn't sound like art. It can turn any imagination into artwork. Okay, let's see what happens. Join beta. Ah, damn. Didn't start it. Quick start. Discord group. Okay. Don't be a jerk. Don't use our tools to make images that could inflame, upset, or cause drama in adult content. Be respectful of other people. That kind of makes you wonder. You could feed in president images and stuff, right? So it's like you download it, is it? It's not online. Web app. Let's see, what's that coming up with? New bar. Community feeds. Gallery. That one's too messy. Let's just keep on searching. But I will wrap up in a minute, I guess. 41 creative tools. Here we go. Let's have a look at this one. Very whimsical. Don't miss out when we add new AI tools. Better off. Stuff picks. Runway ML. An easy code-free tool that makes it simple. Nature of code. Teaches you how to code to generate art. That last chapter is exceptional. Read 2 images to create novel new ones. So that sounds like merging. Insect Sound Maker. Create your own hybrid sounds. AI duet. Play with a piano that responds to you. Oh wow, this is looks like it's a lot of fun. Okay, so what's this one? Launch experiment. Get the code. Let's have a watch. Is it on? Oh, it might be copyrighted though.
Hi, Hi, I'm Yotam. This is an experiment called AI Duet. It uses machine learning to let you play a duet with the computer. Making music using code isn't a new thing at all, but machine learning gives us a different way to go about it. If I was trying to make AI Duet with more traditional programming, I'd have to write out lots of rules, like if someone plays a C, maybe respond by going up to a G. Or if someone plays 3 ascending notes, then maybe go back down. I'd basically be creating this map to tell the computer how to make these decisions, but there are just too many note and timing combinations to map it all by hand. This experiment approaches the problem differently, using machine learning, specifically neural networks. We played the computer tons of examples of melodies. Over time, it learns these fuzzy relationships between notes and timings and builds its own map based on the examples it's given. So in this experiment, you play a few notes. They go to the neural net, which basically decides, based on those notes and all the examples it's been given, some possible responses. I had some friends try it out. It was fun to see how it responds to different things people play. It picks up on stuff like key and rhythm that you're implying, even though I never explicitly programmed in the concepts of key and rhythm. It was cool to see people use it in ways I didn't expect. Instead of taking turns, a few people played at the same time as the neural net's response, kind of getting in a creative feedback loop with the computer. It's also fun to just mash the keyboard. The neural net tries to return something coherent from any input that you give it. I made all of the code open source, and the neural net that I'm using is from Google's open source Magenta project, so anyone can grab it and train their own net. I wanted to put this experiment out there just as an example of the many kinds of things you can make with machine learning and music, and I'm really excited to see what other people do. You can play...
So it's on made with Google. I thought it might be a online thing, but it looks like it hooks so you can do the MIDI, hook up your keyboard, which I could do because I got keyboard. That looks interesting. Let's have a look. Collection of music plugins built on Magentas. All of a sudden I got this crazy niggle in the throat. Generate 4-minute music compositions with 10 instruments. Let's have a look at that one. Don't do artwork as well. Prompt first 5 notes of Chopin. I think it's time to go to bed. So is that the computer playing it? Based on 5 notes? Must be. Okay, what's the next one? Jazz piano. First 6 notes of Rachmaninoff. Who's that? So that must be what's being played there. And that must be the computer. If it is, it's pretty amazing. Wow, okay. Bon Jovi and the first notes of Chopin, mixing 2. Hopefully I don't get copyright claim, but too bad if I do. This kind of sounds nice, doesn't it? Relaxing. Bon Jovi, but what song? I generate a piece of pop style with piano, drums, bass, guitar. Manages to blend the two styles. So, I suppose we can't skip, can we? That's pretty cool. Sounds like me playing around. Yeah, makes you wonder where the future's heading. Terminator that can kill and play music at the same time. Shogun, what's up? Ray E, that's what I'm saying. Nothing left for us brothers to do. There's always stuff to do. Because it's really feeding off us. It's not actually created something from nothing, right? It's being fed human creations there to make something similar. So it's not really true AI like us. It has to have that initial seed. Because it hasn't got the creativity to start from nothing, right? We always start from nothing. Prompts, journey, guitar, bass. So that one's kind of good. I'll post a link to this one anyway. You can have a look at everything's there. Music and art. And art AI. Let's see. What else we got? Pitch detection. Use a pre-trained pitch. Top online AA courses. AI sketches with Bill T. Jones. Let's have a look what he's up to. Launch experiment. Let's have a look. What's he up to?
I come in today as a dancing human. My collaborator is a machine that doesn't really know what a dancing human is.
So this project came about, and I guess it's so much more of an experiment than a project, because we don't know what is about to happen here or what we're going to get out of this, but, you know, we wanted to see.
Okay, so can we skim on a bit?
Moving across low. And we have boom, 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 boom. End of the first idea. I truly would like to see them actually work. Muhammad Ali, I am the greatest. To the groin. Eek, a mouse, you're so vulnerable. You pretend you're tough, you're so vulnerable. Nude, I feel naked here in this room.
Okay. So where's the artwork? Here we go. Alright.
And still, I'll try it again. Hey! Do you hear me?
You pay us great compliment by speaking the language.
I'm not really understanding this one. Anyway. Try launch experiment. Body movement language. Watch the film. Alright. This might be some of the results. What's it saying? Florida something? How's it going? How's it? Even art. Words mixed in with movement. That's what it is, looking like. I wouldn't say that's really AI. That one's got a blob of text over it. That one did impress me. Generated voices. Scribbling speech. That could be a bit scary at 3 o'clock in the morning here. Oh, 3:12 already, is it? I'm going to have to wrap up. Thing translator. Take a picture or something to hear how it say it in a different language. Eh? Let's try that one. There's a bird flying above the sea. Ah, that one kind of looks interesting.
There is a moon at night. 2 trees in the field. Some flowers. Far away there's a house.
It's better
Now I
art
look to
than
the left.
better art than some of that modern artist stuff, right? Oh, it actually moves. So you might be able to experiments with Google. So you might be able to do a 360
Find
view.
a butterfly flying around.
Okay, we could have fun with that one. But will it work while I'm doing a live show? Real-time free speech. Scribble speech. Concept. Virtual world. Input real-time recognition. Maybe it's not real-time on web. Quick draw. Planes. So obviously each word you draw a picture, or get some people to draw pictures and feed it in. No, I don't see. You have to download the code, do you? July 2018. Google Speech API. Yeah, I don't know. It's too late at night for me now. Images and pictures. Deep Dream, we looked at that one. Deep Art, upload a photo. Let's have a look at that one. Did I post the link to that one? AI artists. Yeah. Connection is not private. Read. Advance. Hide advance. Proceed. Looks like the secure thing is expired. Turn your photos. Got it. Free upload photograph. But we've been through that before. Starry Night. So it looks very like what we've just done. It's almost like they're copying each other. Ooh. Mad Joker. follow you. Deep art wall. So how do you run it then? Create your own. Drop your photo here. I'll stick one from the computer. Style. Okay, it's very similar to the other one. Looks very interesting. Blocky. Alright, let's try that building one again. Oh no, we could do the alien. Choose the alien art. Let's see, it's AI of AI. Let's see what it does. That one. Maybe you can choose multiple ones, is it? Email. Don't want to email. That's not going with us. One. Probably won't give us a link to it, will it? Oh well, that's dead loss then. Damn it. It looked like it's going to be fun. What else we got? Upload and apply AR stats to your photograph. Visualist. Okay, so what is it doing here? Don't know. iPhone, iPad. Right. Keep on looking. Go art. We looked at that one, I think. Deep Angel. Move objects or people from images. Okay, that could be interesting. Google Deep Dream. GAN Breeder. Merge two images. We tried that one. Fractal art generators. Don't use actual AI. A lot of visitors express interest. AI drawing. Auto draw. Turn your sketch into clip art. AI turn your photos into AI paintings. Okay, let's try that one. So many things to look at. Oh, maybe go. Launch artwork tool. Upload photo. We're being spammed left, right and centre, are we? Anyone working there? I guess I have to do it. Don't come here promoting stuff. Also, Paul, thanks for good night. Oh, you going? Okay. I'll be joining you soon though. I like the first one. T1000 kills, then plays the piano. Yeah, my sense of humour, huh? Okay. Painting style. Photorealistic. Dynamic. Why won't it go down? Dream, photorealistic. That's what he created it on too. It looks like they put a watermark on it, does it? Turn your photos into painting. All painting gallery. So how do we do that then? Where's all painting? All products. style. G style. Okay. Don't really like orange outline. Very realistic. It's doing something. Examples. So do you click on those? I don't know. Okay, it looks like it's gone to order. Don't want to order anything. Oh no, looks like we're going around in circles. What was it meant to be doing though? Start over. Don't do anything though. Recommended 4. You did not generate a preview for photorealistic because the resultant painting will be painted as close to your photo. Okay, so it's not working. That one. Apply filter. Right, now it's working. That's kind of cool though. That would definitely make a good piece on a t-shirt. Looks like a female alien scary grey, right? That one. What's that give us? Looks the same. Is it still working on it? Dynamics of a cyclist. Yeah. Looks. Also, only gives us a few to play around with. Yeah, that one I don't like. That looks too modern arty. Anyway, yeah, better wrap up for tonight, guys. My head's gonna fall off though, otherwise. I'll be here all day going through all this. I thought there was more. Next, generate it. Next. Abstract. UFOs everywhere. Even though it is abstract art, modern art, it looks kind of cool though. Make a good painting on the wall. Anyway, see what you come up with those guys and see how you go with it. Like I said, there's a lot more searches that come here. 15 on the best. AI playground and video research. Okay. That one looks interesting too. Subtitle its privacy. Blah 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 blah. We just want to look. Gotta sign your life away to look at these things. Okay. They got an annoying banner. Looks like you have to have a high-res screen. So that's artwork, is it? Yes. Could it paint a masterpiece though? You know, like the. I suppose it could be. That looks like a masterpiece. Old style, doesn't it? Omniverse Gallery. Yeah, okay, we'll post that one. Yeah, I better get going. See what you do in the rest of the day or tomorrow till I see you again. If you're on Discord, you can always post some of the art you did or whatever. I think we should create a new art room. Oh, we've got an art room. I suppose you could post it in there. Yeah, I suppose we could. So we've got an art room. So yeah, Secureteam debunked. What's on third phase before we go? Worldwide UFO Ward Daylight. So it's just going to be recycled garbage again, isn't it? But anyway, next time for them. Need to turn down the volume a bit now. And I'll say good night. And let Google process it and upload it elsewhere tomorrow, I guess. Good night all. Thanks for helping the trolls. And chat. Okay, there we go. Good night there. That did not come up. Right. Alright, so there we go. Good night, Shogun. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Anyway, something slightly different in the end there, but I think we got through Secureteam and exposed most of it, apart from that first one. More interested in what Goofon does. Someone will clip that out and send it to him. He said this about you. Well, I'm going to enjoy my bed in a minute. I'm going back in the other bedroom. But the light hasn't still come on. Do like, share and all that, and comment on the video once it's up and running. Not sure I'm going to wait around for it though. Google mucks around, it takes hours sometimes. I'll just go straight to bed, I think. Sort it out in the morning. There we go.